grown a little bit since the winter, which is always nice. And I think that's pretty much it. We're going to start the marathon off with Battle Network 4, the best in the series, right, Erothaur?
Yes. Sure.
And he's going to
Best
do...
is strong. Is my favorite.
Well, I'll let you introduce the category. But basically, we're here, we're live, TeamBN Summer Showcase 2018. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll hand it over to Erothaur and Fat Kid to talk about Battle Network 4.
Okay.
Well, do you want to start it?
Sure. So I am Erothaur, and this will be Battle Network 4. More specifically, it's going to be EXE 4 Blue Moon. Blue Moon is the faster version, it costs less Zenny. Spatman, the required scenario, is also faster than Gutsman, although required scenario. We're running a category that fixes all the scenarios. We're going to be starting from continue in Land's Room. This was a category that was made fairly recently. Just avoids having to do a frame perfect trick and reset over and over at 30 minutes.
Yep, and I'm Fat Kid. I'm pretty much filling in for Twilight to the slate. I'll be helping commentary and making really bad jokes, calling BN4 bad, calling Method bad, you know, I mean, the usual.
And the reason we're playing on Japanese is because a lot of random encounters in these games, and we can't afford HP memories. So we're going to be opening the menu a lot, and what that's going to be doing is resetting our step counter. And it's going to be a pretty fast run, hopefully.
You want me to do the counter?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, and go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Thank you. So of course, starting out we have a tutorial. The tutorials are the same, pretty much all the Battle Network games. A couple small differences in the early ones, like we don't have the ad system in 4. Full synchro, yeah. Double damage. See that in the third tutorial. I do this thing. Most people will move down and then move up because they're not crazy. But I just wait and shoot the mentor.
Like frames faster.
Usually I go way earlier than that, and it's a couple of frames faster. But sometimes I also fire the cannon too early and just miss. So
Someone is cooking bacon in this house. I'm totally not going to go and grab lunch right now. I'll be right back.
Alright. Okay. So it's a little faster to buster that guy down, but not by much. The buster's a little slower in 4 than it is in 5 and 6. So you don't really lose a lot of time.
I managed to steal some bacon when they weren't looking. We're good.
Okay. For this one I was supposed to get full synchro off the second meter. It's just 2 charge shots, so it doesn't make a big difference. And that is the tutorial done. Dad will give us 500 Zenny. Will be used to buy the Recov patch. And starting out, I do need to take a few encounters. We need a guard A in order to complete the game. We're getting the foot bomb scenario later, which requires that chip. So you see me pick up a couple of encounters here. Hopefully I get it. I'll probably skip the one in the second area, but we'll see. Okay. So you need at least a busting rank 7, which I should have gotten. I might have even got 8. No, okay. And we got Zenny. The emulator key overlay is still... Yes, that is intentional. Can turn it off if people would prefer that. We're also going to be picking up some GMD. We won't pick up too many until we do one of the early scenarios, but I do want one extra chip. Which I got. It's a Recup 30R. Okay, we got the A code there. That's really good. You can get a V code at rank 7 as well, which would be unfortunate.
So Aero explained it briefly, but the actual category of set seed is basically just load a save, which is set up so that you'll get all the optimal scenarios, which you'll find out as the run goes on which ones those are. And that is the save just resetting over and over at the start. Obviously that wouldn't exactly be great for a marathon. So this is a good way of doing it for the marathon.
Yes.
And it is a category on, you know, the leaderboards right now.
It also makes the game a lot less painful to grind out. Currently trying to get a sub 2 time.
Yeah.
Although it's still quite painful. I think of the wrong
Oh,
one.
it's BN4.
You can get sub 210, sub 215 pretty easily. But yeah. Like overall the game's pretty consistent now. With Setsu. Since been a little while since I played this casually, I'm not 100% sure why we went to the square there, but we see this commotion apparently on the way back, which doesn't really look like a commotion, just kind of staring at the radio. Now they're jumping around, so we know things are getting real. Shademan was in there, he drained the power from all the navies. So we have to try to figure out how to get to him and stop him. He ran away to the internet, of course.
Yeah, as Prof says, for anyone wondering why you'd have to reset, the game predetermines the tournament boards the moment you start a new game. So as soon as you hit new game, the frame you do that,
Yes, the tournaments are all seeded when I hit new game, so I've done that in advance. And now we can start opening custom gauge, or the custom gauge, the menu. Any menu will work, we just use the folder because it's the first one. But if I ever need to save, which I'll do a couple of times, for sure, that'll also reset it. So this is just resetting my step counter. If you didn't know, opening any of the menus and closing them will reload the map. It's a bit of an oversight where they didn't quite realize that in the Japanese version, anytime you reload the map and not necessarily just on transitions, it will reset your step counter.
see, we were kind of stupid at one point, and we called it like save glitch or something.
It used to be called any percent save abuse, I believe.
So we
And
used to
found
think
out.
we had to like save and reset each time.
We,
But
we
no,
didn't even
just-
reset, we just saved. I don't know what was wrong with
Okay.
this.
Well, yeah, you didn't need to do that. You could just go into the shit menu. So
So it's even faster now. So now we've found that Shademan is in the Elect Tower column, so we have to go to Elect Tower. but there are high frequency sound waves being emitted from the tower, and the scientist dude won't let us in. So we're gonna break in the back way. But there are high frequency sound waves coming from the tower. Lance, kid, it's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Didn't really have a plan, but now we're gonna pick up the earphones, earplugs, and that's gonna help us out as well. Because the earplugs internet program is gonna help LAN in real life as well for some reason. Don't ask.
It just gave him the courage he needed.
Alright, normal navis are kind of jerks. I find them notoriously hard to counter for some reason.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't play this game as much as you do, but I would say normal navies are the biggest thing to deal with.
Yeah, especially in later playthroughs, they get super fast.
Yeah.
It's just, oh, it's a nightmare. Worse than some of the bosses. Except Burner Man. We don't talk about Burner Man. Right, so now we have the earplugs and we can actually start the Erothaur comps. Someone's already said it in chat, but the bats are pretty horrible. So the first area has 3 bat patterns. We'll be saving before we activate the sonar because out of the 3 bat patterns, 2 of them we can collect them all with the route that we run in this comp. And the last one we cannot. So we have a 2/3 chance to be able to get them all. And we want that to happen. Conveniently saving also resets our step counter. We got the bat pattern. Sweet. Okay, this is the second best pattern.
Yeah, as you said, this is the only BN game that has just gives you full synchro for playing well, or at least what the game considers playing well, instead of just after a counter.
Yeah, you mood synchro, or also known as random synchro, because only Prof knows how it works.
I mean, you could look at his write-up.
Yeah, you're right. That's correct. So this comp has 4 patterns, and I have them all memorized, so hopefully I don't mess them up. Okay, this one is fine. It's hopefully fine. Alright, I got it. So there's one pattern where you can actually get all 4 on the first activation. I would like to show that off. We're not quite fortunate enough. This time we actually save after the sonar, because this bat could be anywhere. There's 1 left. Oh, he was in the best spot. Easy. That never happens in runs.
Okay.
If you don't get the all 4 in one go pattern, you pretty much have to reset in runs. That bat does not play nice. So now we can actually confront Shade Man once we turn this off. Because there are high frequency sound waves on the internet, and the earplugs didn't work at that close range, I guess. So Shade Man, we have the Buster 4 times, I believe. Sometimes he plays nice and also, so that's a little concerning.
It seemed to be Erothaur's side because it stopped
Let me
on
start and stop the
stream
stream.
1 as well.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's back
I
now.
think you're okay now.
It's,
Can you move around since it's stationary?
I can't move around.
You're in the Yeah,
I'm in
you're the
Higgs
chip
base.
shop.
Yeah.
I think you're okay.
I'm sorry
now.
guys,
Yeah,
Shadow Man broke the stream, or whatever his name is, Shade Man.
yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, carry on.
So I was explaining that we did a folder edit here. Basically what I did was move these swords to the top, and I put in a few chips including Longsword S, and I regged the guard that we got. Be important for Gauntlet later. And now we're going to use the chip trader twice, because it takes a little time, but the potential payout is well worth it in BN for. We did not get potential payout, so yeah. Marathon luck. Actually, it's kind of just par for the course, but one of these runs I'll get that Longsword S from the chip trader and it'll be all worth it. I also got a Rock Cube one run. That was cool. So you can reg Rock Cube, it's only 8 megabytes. Or 6 megabytes, I forget.
Sorry if you answered this, but Prof says, why did you put the chips at the top?
Yes, so putting the chips at the top of the folder gives them a very slightly higher draw chance.
I'd say a bit more than slightly, it's like a 15% more or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Very rough number.
It's a good amount higher. It's well worth the time it takes to move them. Alright, and now we're going to do the prelims. Well, after we register our name. Hey chat, what's a good name? 3 characters.
I'll let chat decide. Heck, I'm liking Heck. Kid?
Oh,
Kid's
A.
pretty good
I
one.
like to cools. That's a good one. So we're reading 2 emails there for later. Opening the gauge also clears that security cube. So we don't even lose much time for that email.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. EXE's alright.
I think I'm edging towards Bat.
That's a good one. I'll go with that. One of them's an A as well, which is fast. Alright, we will be Bat. Thank you, Prof9, for the bats.
Thanks everyone else for the suggestions too.
Yes. Thank everyone for the suggestions. So now the first one we're going to do, there's like a kind of superficial reason that I do them in this order. Doesn't actually matter what order you do them in. But the first one we're doing is the Meteor Village. It's probably the one that stands out the most casually. Although I bet most of you still know where the golden bugs are as well.
That kid's Chazal, don't worry about it.
Yeah, we ignored Chiso. He kind of, he's mean in Red Sun. He makes you do this really long scenario, but we don't really care in Blue Moon. So after we talk to this guy, it's slightly faster even with no encounters to jack out. And run all the way over here to Electown. And we can go find the Lying Navvy in town area too. The first one was the Running Navvy, and the second one's the Lying Navvy. He tells you that they don't like Electown or high places, which is very useful casually. I'm sure that didn't cause any confusion at all. Because we all read the game in detail, right? You remember the first Navvy said Lying? Yeah? No, I did. Electown in high places was definitely not literally the last place I looked. So this is gonna sub Raster, right? Hopefully. Oh, Tara asking the real questions. Exposed. Wow, the Buster's so good in Full. Alright, so this fight went okay. I would actually call that pretty good. I don't know how I countered that guy. It might have been mid synchro, I wasn't paying too much attention to it. Now we're going to be doing the golden bugs. This is the one that stood out the most to me, I guess, from when I replayed this when I started learning speedrunning. I was surprised I still knew as much about the game as I did, and I knew exactly where the golden bugs were. I knew where the navies were too, but just didn't stand out as much to me. So that first one, the Metar Village, is actually most of the prelims. This task takes shockingly little time, and the next is just a 3-fight gauntlet. The reason we regged guard is pretty much specifically for this gauntlet. And it's also why we want to get it early. Oh, I mashed too hard. It's okay, if you mash too hard the second time, they put it at the top. They're very kind like that. So a perfect fight here would be any A-code chip and guard. Got the A-code chip. So we're actually going to be picking up intentional mood synchro here. It is not random, you can route to get it. But I don't really know very well how it works. Generally after 4 hits. But that's about it. This fight's completely random. We would like full synchro. We got full synchro. Easy. Okay.
Easy.
The spiky has to attack in the front to get full synchro. And even then, sometimes the next one doesn't line up in time. So this fight's awesome with full synchro. It just clears itself out.
So to explain what full synchro is, if people only play the first 3 games, it's a mechanic from 4 to 6 that they added for, and 4.5. If you counter hit, or in BN4's case, randomly gives you full synchro for doing well, then you will do double damage on your next attack while full synchro. That's pretty much it. You lose full synchro if you get hit, and you lose it if you attack and still miss. Now what Prof said, I just say randomly because it's easy. They just keep track of it.
Alright, so the first scenario we're going to be doing in the tournaments is Ponta. So we explained earlier when we talked about the category, it's not going to be random in this run. First tournament we're getting Ponta, then Spoutman. You will get Spoutman anyway, even if you didn't have a set seed. And then we'll be getting Sparkman. So we get Ponta because it gives us 3000 Zenny and is very quick. The alternative is fighting a bunch of heal Navis. There are 6 fights that include like 12 heal Navis or something. It's ridiculous. You don't want to do that. So the 4 required fights on the net here. And hopefully they go well. We'd like to end the first one with full synchro. And we would like to earn the third one also with full synchro. Although if I draw 2 swords in the third one, I'll just do it. Okay, we'll do one more buster shot and counter with the cannon. Easy. So only the heal Navis are actually required in this scenario. You'll probably remember there's a lot more ghosts than I'm going to pick up from when you did this casually. You got an encounter there accidentally, but it's That was a 3% check. That was the earliest encounter we could have got. It's just a little unfortunate. Luckily we have that HP memory so we can run. Honestly doesn't make that big a difference to run instead of opening the gauge. That was an optional navi we picked up, but for helping him out we get 3,000 zenny, well worth the detour. We need 6,000 zenny to beat the game, and an extra 1,000 zenny will save us a few seconds. Alright, this could be a really good fight. Barely not. Copy damage doesn't last very long in 4, so doing things like Reflector with it is a little difficult.
Oh wow, you have like frames of that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's really how it goes. You seriously have to cut it close with that boomer to get that. So we actually can't run in this area, so hopefully I don't mess up. This GMD is pretty quick. Pick this one up. I don't remember what. There are 2 Starcode chips. That wasn't the guard though, so I don't remember what the other one was. There's nothing else we want to put in the folder anyway at this point. I won't even be editing the folder again. This is a bad draw. Not editing the folder anymore probably sounds like blasphemy, but it's really not necessary, trust me. Okay, I do really want full synchro. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get out of there. I'll try one more. Is he gonna jump down? Oh, I got it. Easy. Mini bombs are easy, dude.
Yeah.
So the reason I want full synchro is so that I can clear the Metar and Fan in this fight with one guard, because otherwise it's a little annoying because the Fan sucks you into the poison panels. We'll counter hit the Metar. We'll just use air shot because that chip fires the fastest. And now we get to go to Haunted. Mini bombs are broken in network transmission. Oh man. You guys should definitely stick around for the network transmission round. It's gonna be really good.
I wonder who's doing that one.
Alright, so I definitely don't need to save, or at least I shouldn't. Sometimes I like aggressively tank his cannon to do damage boost through the wind box, so just in case. If I land this counter hit, it should be a pretty decent fight. I did not. I landed that one though. Oh, thanks for the PA. You know, I'm gonna use it anyway. One sword would only do 160. It wouldn't kill him, and he might get the wind box out. That would be really annoying. I'm just gonna take the life sword and yeah, easy. It was a good Ponta fight. Now we get to do Spout Man. As my splits would call him Avenger Man. Because in BM4 he was called Aquaman, was not yet renamed. And Aquaman is the best Avenger, as we all know. Network transmission is the WonderSwan game, right? Well, they will both be in the marathon. Back to back, I think. I'm sure they will both be entertaining. Alright, so Spoutman thinks that he's a washing machine and he's flooding the net because he's really sad. We have to go tell him he's not a washing machine. But the first time we try, he runs away from us, so we have to go find Shuko and ask her for the code for the area he goes to. And then the scenario is over. It's not even a single required fight. I like this scenario. Hate the boss fight though. Unfortunately, the Spoutman boss fight in this game, he's pretty difficult to consistently counter. Even more so than the normal Navi. So, usually the fight comes down to, did you drop Life Sword? Or are you resetting it? Of course, just drawing a lot of swords is also fun. We really like swords in BN4. We don't really like any of our other
with
chips.
the fact that there's no good chips in this, well, in the main story segment.
There's no good chips until after the 50-point scenario.
Exactly.
You only have to attack that guy once, but I wasn't holding away from him. Luckily, shortly after this tournament, we'll have a good buster, so that'll be nice for the very brief time that we have to use it.
Encounters and run rate while the net is underwater is different as well, correct?
Yes, so scenario is actually a little annoying when you're not in the Japanese version, because you can't actually run from them, even though you can normally run in both the areas. When the net's flooded, you can't even run an ACDC with 180, so, or with 160, which is how much we would have here. We get a lot less HP memory in the Japanese run. We just need a little to survive something later on. That's the whole scenario, by the way. Very quick. Reminder that Gutsman is the worst scenario.
Good soul.
Oh yeah, Soul's great. Doesn't make up for it at all, but...
No, it doesn't.
It is great.
So long.
It's such a long scenario.
Like, casually, it felt like that
Yeah,
was the first half
so-
of the game, because the rest went so much fun.
Gutsman takes almost as long as Blue Moon's whole tournament.
Yeah.
It's really fun. Oh, I got mood synchro. Let's not screw this up. I can use the moves. No, he dodged it.
It dodged a mini bomb. Calling me shot.
He only attacked once. This is why I hate Spoutman. It's too random. Oh, now I get ones. Oh, I hate Spoutman. The worst name. He does this every time as well. And then we have to do its tutorial as well. Oh my god. For how fast the scenario is, that boss fight really does its best to make up for it. How did the emotes work? They're case sensitive. So.
Yeah, they're case sensitive, and you need frame space C. The case sensitive, and you just type what it says. So Mr. Sword is Mr. A Sword with a capital M, capital A, capital S.
Yeah, so that's the Soul Unison tutorial for BN4. I would explain it, but you're never going to see it again, so there's not a lot
About to
of
say.
points.
Do you even see another one?
No. In Red Sun, we would probably use Gut Soul throughout the run, but we don't even have water chips, so it's not very useful in Blue Moon. Alright, so here's the Sparkman scenario. He changes our folder. We have to go change our folder back. This is the whole Sparkman scenario, by the way. Like that's literally all there is to it. Talk to this guy, we put in a code. There are a few different codes it can be. We figured it out on the first try.
Is Top Man the one with the golden beetles, or is that another one?
Stop man, what one?
Is Top Man the scenario where you have to find like the gold beetles, or is that a different one?
No, that's one of the prelims. We did that way earlier.
Oh, okay. Guess I'm not paying attention.
Alright, so
Sorry,
that's
what I
the
was
whole
wondering.
Sparkman scenario. The hardest part is remembering to re-equip your original folder. If you get into the fight and draw your second area grab, you know it's too late. This fight's honestly really safe, but I'm gonna save just in case. Okay, well, we start with wide sword, long sword, so this could go really well.
I believe. Believe in the
The
heart.
sad part about this fight is that even with these things, it's not amazing because he starts with 600 health, so we still have to do 200 without the PA. And we're gonna bottom deck all 4 swords, which is nice. Also, mini bombs are impossible to land on this guy. Hey, the PA. So we just have to charge shot him 4 times. For some reason, the Navis don't really have desperation attacks in 4, so there's no reason not to drop them under half. And that's Sparkman. Pretty decent fight. It's like, as long as you get Life Sword at all, and you have a lot of time to draw it, because dealing 200 damage is hard enough with our folding.
This is normal plot stuff. They're like worrying about a meteor. That
So-
happens every so often.
Yeah, we can ignore the Naxa cutscenes for now. It's not important to the tournaments. So now we have to go win tickets to Castillo for Melee. This Gauntlet is the last, like, really bad set of fights that we're gonna have to do. There is Rage Duck Navi and a Heal Navi later on. I don't think they're as bad. This Gauntlet has the 2 110 health bouncy guys. It's the worst. Should really be picking up GMD, but I mean, we're really not in danger of not being able to complete the game with Zenny. It's kind of just a small extra time save. Alright. Alright, we got Air Shot card, which is not a perfect fight. It's pretty good. Perfect fight would be wide sword, long sword. Clears out the encounter real fast. I should have taken mini bomb there. When's Park Area 3? Soon. Many times soon. I got one sword. I'm using. I need to use Invis because I hate these guys. Alright, hopefully he comes to the front so I can get full synchro. Did not. Full synchro is nice on this fight because you can deal with the statue easier. Since we have guard on rig. That worked out super well though. It was actually a better gauntlet than I get most of the time, honestly. It was really good. Hard to understate how bad those fights can get. Alright, let's see if we can do the thing. I didn't do the thing. Tried to get the swag turnaround there. So we're going to use Yai's PC. It's slightly faster than a Letdown, just a little less walking. Can guarantee no encounter, so it just works out this way.
Why is creepy, like, massive face coffee staring at you?
Using Yai's would be actually even faster in Red Sun because we would have already used it and we'd be able to use it later. But in Blue Moon we don't get scenarios that really make it convenient to use Yai's. So this is the only time we use it. I still think it's worth it. We have to read one email when we have the menu open anyway, so... I say I think, but I did time this out. Yai's was the fastest way. Yeah, for sure, Tetoba. Also, shoutouts to Rage Duck. This is Rage Duck, he's a normal Navi. I got the counter. 2 swords, please. 1 sword also works. Please don't winbox me. I'm gonna get winboxed.
That counter though.
Front. Oh, he did. No, he moved. Reminder that normal Navis are jerks.
This is what every single normal Navi is like, by the way.
Yeah, it's definitely not just this guy. This guy is par for the course.
Real
Don't worry,
fun
that's the
with
last time
Winbox.
we'll have to suffer against a normal Navi. There is a heal Navi coming up though, so we're not done yet. So don't mind me forgetting how the alphabet works. This happens every round.
Rage. Duck.
Yes, I also really liked having the generic Navis fightable.
But BN4 wasn't the first game to do it. BCC.
Right. Every Navi was kind of same in BCC. Not literally, but as far as you would be concerned in casual play.
Regardless.
That fight went pretty well.
Did you really just get random full synchro just as you use the sword?
I don't know if that was because of copy damage or if it actually carries over between foot. Look, alright. Prof knows how it works.
Like-
No one else knows how it works.
Okay.
I use it intentionally in exactly one fight, so.
In one battle, it did have normal navis, but you couldn't. Maybe you could have put it.
Hello? Did
Everything okay?
I?
Why can't you place it?
I can't place. What? You guys can see my input.
I could
display.
see
This
you
is-
mashing the A button.
You can't make this up. Prof, save me. The game's broke.
That's a clip.
Is it a clip? What's the last time I saved?
I think you saved it all.
Sparkman? Alright, well, Tara, can you just add like 10 minutes to the estimate, please?
He's not right there at the moment.
You guys want to see the best gauntlet in the game?
That's a new one, by the way. We've never seen that.
Yeah, that's definitely never happened before. I think it's happened in 3. Draco
In
did it
3,
in
you can soft lock, yeah. But I didn't know you
I'm gonna
could do it
save
in-
before the Navicus tutorial. Oh, that was a thing. Oh, I hit him with a mini bomb. And I got random synchro. I'm tempted to just hit him with swords now. Yeah, so soft locking on the Navi tutorial is something that I've never seen before. I've seen a lot of soft locks, but Navicus tutorials in it.
Twitch isn't letting me make a clip of it because I put sucks
Oh.
in the title.
What language are you not logged in?
I don't know, it just doesn't like the word sucks.
Oh. This is a really worse Sparkman fight than last time. Oh, Less than an hour in and already something went wrong. Yeah, this is the category that nothing can go wrong in as well. This is really impressive. Did he equip the right folder, right? Yeah, I equipped it right after the old man. I guess I'll save before the Navicus tutorial. Alright, so we're gonna do all the best parts of the game again. Get to redo Worst Gauntlet, get to do Rage Duck again, get to fight that Eel Navi. Remember how they all went really well the first time? You don't like this internet design? I agree that like 5 and 6s is a lot cleaner.
My favorites are 2 and 3 in that design wise. 6 is pretty good too.
6s is great 5 has a couple areas that are like super confusing, and by a couple areas I mean end area.
Yeah, I mean, I know BN5's areas incredibly well, but that's because it makes you go through each one about 10 times, so
True.
in one internet, that's a confusing one.
Alright, so I'm going to save a lot now, just in case I soft lock somewhere else new.
Yeah.
At least we learned something new today. Yes, at least that. So this was actually a pretty good gauntlet. Or a pretty good first fight. Sword longsword is pretty good for the first fight. It's really bad for the second fight though. How is that not a counter hit?
Yeah, be sure it can be confusing, but I'd say it's the okay kind of sort of confusing. It's not too hard to navigate, it's still fun to get around.
Fight went considerably worse than last time. But we did get full synchro.
By the way, if you soft lock again, could you raise my audio a little bit if you can? Sounds
Sure.
really low. I wouldn't want anybody to miss out on
At least this fight went well.
my amazing voice.
I'll raise your audio right now, actually.
Yeah, just a little tiny Live.
Hey guys, so remember how I saved? My computer crashed, so the game doesn't care that I saved, apparently. So we're going from bats. Professional speedrun. Why are we back at VATS? I'm so sorry. But hey, I showed off the win cycle. That's almost enough to make up for it.
I promised everyone that BN4 wouldn't last too long.
Wait, why are we back here? I just...
This is the best save we got. The save was apparently lost.
This is the only save I have.
Yes. This is your full fact. Maybe.
Like, I showed off 4 bats and 1 activation. Saved it. Why restart? I didn't have a choice, Giga. Well, I think it's more an issue that BizHawk doesn't actually make the file until you close it. This game is cursed. It does not want to be played.
Okay, well, it won't take us too long to get back up where we were. It was only after Spark Man, so...
The safe doesn't have a car.
Okay, you are back.
Hello again, guys. This is a real adventure we're having today, isn't it? So,
In the words of a wise man.
we're pretty
I
much
make a
gonna
lot.
play. So the one spot I do have save states is the meteor comps. So like, we're gonna just try to play the game. And when all else fails and Eurasia shows up, we're gonna just do duo, probably.
What's your game time at for this save?
1 minute.
Oh, you're starting at the beginning. Oh, okay.
Oh, I mean, I can load bats. I will do so because it'll save a little time, but...
That's the latest save you have?
Well, I mean, duo is the latest save I have.
What? I mean, like half an hour, your game is going to crash again, and then when you load it back up, you're going to randomly be at duo and finish the run. Inexplicably.
Sounds like a good strat to me.
Same. Back to the bats, yeah. This is an accurate
Welcome to
representation of BN4, honestly. This
Is
is
bat-
much more like what my streams are.
Is
But
bad.
he-
Without the crashing, but just as
He
much
pulls
bats.
up the folder and goes into the chip menu to avoid random encounters. You can only do this on the Japanese EXE folder.
Yeah, we explained that at the start of the run, but it's good to mention throughout, probably, since we're going to have a lot of new viewers popping in and out.
Yeah.
It's not a dumb question at all, it's super not obvious. But this is the start of the run. Someone save me, dude. Caught in the bats infinite. Just use double speed. I mean, like, I can actually play it on 1.5, But Tara told me to just do normal for now. That HP memory, right? Okay. Alright, this save doesn't have guard.
We'll have it showed up after technical difficulties. Just some minor crashing. Nothing to worry about.
Some crashing, we soft locked on the Navi custom tutorial. Yeah, normal stuff. Normal stuff. Did he crash that wood, man?
I know it would.
Hello, Hard Candy. Welcome. Thank you very much for the comment. And for hanging out. Despite all the technical difficulties. Hopefully the rest of the marathon goes a lot smoother. Why are you cheating? But I'm not cheating. This happens when you use too many dark chips. I didn't get a chance yet, dude. Alright, so since this is the first time we've got here, I'm going to read both of these emails. Opening the menu also clears the security queue. Those emails are important because they contain the dex code and the I code, which we'll be using later.
I feel it's an important method to point out that your name on the stream has been changed to Erothaur. Rockman EXE for Crash % Blue Moon Set Misfortune.
Oh, I can't do an unhappy face. We don't have brackets or a colon. That's no good.
I mean, Woodman can still crash on completely real hardware if you use a DS. So. Let's change it to heck, I think, because everything's going wrong. Oh, cry, even better.
I should have spelled it with an I though, but I was already on the Y. I don't even know what part of the game I'm at anymore. Help. All BN4 runs are set misfortune. Where's Eurasia? Need liberation.
He's asleep, so better get on.
So if you guys are interested in a full run of BN4, there are lots of VODs.
Yeah,
Exclamation mark leaderboards might bring you to a place where good people post their runs. Believe it or not, BN4 is down to 2 hours and 27 seconds now. So, yeah, normally we don't crash or soft lock on the Navi quest. Go figure. is a bit of a first. We have 2 because of reasons. Yes. They should both be up to date though, I believe. Soft locking on Navicus actually allows you to arbitrary code execute? Oh man. Should have stayed there then. I don't think I would ever want to run BN4 at GDQ anyway. It's not a very good showing in the series, if we're being honest. So that was Mater Village again. Now we have to go find the gold bugs again. Reminder, Lan is a time traveler. So we've already done this once, so we know where they are. Pretty sure I remembered. Streamer reminder to save. See, Prof, the thing is I did save, but then my computer crashed and erased the save. Hey, swag talk. Backwards. Easy.
Back talk to trees.
So, backwards talking to NPCs in BN4 is frame perfect, but backwards talking to like objects gives you like, I think it's 2 or 3 frame, or 3 or 4 frames. I don't quite remember which. But it's a lot.
The worst part of 4? Either Toy Robo Gun or Water God.
The Toy Robos. Oh god. Okay, Water God if you get it. But thankfully we won't be seeing that in the speedrun.
Yeah.
Probably a lot more than we won't be seeing in the speedrun. But yeah, normally you would.
Okay. I know this has become a meme at this point.
What? What happened?
I have seriously injured my toe.
Oh my god.
I will be back.
Everyone press F to pay your respects to Fat Kid's toe. So this is a little interesting because we don't have reflector this time. That didn't work out quite how I wanted it to. The Wii U version of BM4 gives you all the secret chips, so you'll get like the other versions Navi chips. You'll get the ones from the what's it called? The free tournament. It's actually a pretty good selection.
Hello again.
Hey.
I'm Replacement Kid. All of my toes are intact.
Okay. Welcome, Replacement Kid.
Glad to be
Glad all of your toes are intact.
here now. His push to talk appears to be stuck open. I wonder if he broke his toe on his push to talk pedal. Yes, Monster Jello. There is a reason it's the Japanese version.
So in the Japanese version of EXE, every time you open any of the menu options, it will reset your step counter while on the net. So we can avoid random encounters almost completely. We do have to take a few because reflector is required for one of the scenarios. But other than that, we can skip them all. Ideally, slip-ups here and there. The text is also marginally faster, but it's largely unimportant to this run.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
Hey.
Nice optimizing this with each event. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's Giver.
That's really cool. You can throw both mini bombs, and even if the first one gets full synchro, it won't consume it because the second one's already in the air. I find it cool. When's Duo Omega Test? That has like a lot of prep work that I don't want to do.
Let's start with any percent.
Well, Marco did that already. It's fine.
Let's start with your any percent.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully.
Soon, Ian.
Soon, TM. Dude, where's the trigger for the snap? Who needs guard anyway, dude? Copy damage cannon is just as fast. Where's the wrong warp when you need it? Yeah. I've been like really avoiding making save states for this game. I kind of regret it now. I don't know how we're gonna do this next fight. Hopefully we get 2 Echo chips. Gonna save.
Don't worry, Gibber, I'm a believer in your copy damage.
Oh, okay. Well, we're just gonna get a fight beforehand. Ooh. Well, this will work. Tornado, please. Oh, boomer. Oh, crap. Yeah. I'll put that in the folder right away. We're doing a casual playthrough now, by the way. I hope you guys are prepared. Oh, I didn't even... Oh, save because I'm casual. Doing a hard fight. Welcome to Let's Play EXE4. Yep. Pretty much. Why did I put the swords at the top now instead of after this fight? Good question. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to move one further forward. Usually that's not an issue with fan. Debating soft resetting. Appreciate the swords game, but if you could give them to me during Ponta instead, that would be great.
He's like, oh, you're right. Let me redo that, Crash.
I take it back. Praise swords.
Okay, so what we've learned so far is don't take the Navicast lightly, don't adjust my volume.
That caused the
Yeah, I was like, I'm a little low. Could you just adjust my volume and put it up a tad? I was like,
You could have just started yelling.
Erothaur. Erothaur. Everything.
Oh.
I'm really glad I get to do all these normal Navi fights again. They're definitely my favorite part of BN4.
Subtapes onto something. Take 2 of the swords and tape them together and make a long sword.
Oh, that's a good idea. I never thought of that. I got a counter hit.
That's basically random synchro.
Yeah. Not wrong. I got another counter hit.
Oh my god. Third
Oh,
try-
that was such a good punt. He didn't get the recov off. I just hit my split key. Help.
Well, at least you didn't crash.
At least I have save states to save it. That's what I should use that. If I had save states. Alright, so Spellman time again. Watch me open draw life sword because this doesn't matter anymore. This fight made it all worth it. It was a pretty good fight. Reminder to save. Oh, thanks, Prof.
So, in the randomizer I was hosting earlier, where I was fighting Darkman, apparently that was Darkman Omega,
Oh, wow.
which was not supposed to replace Flashman.
The BN3 randomizer race I think will be pretty fun.
Oh yes. Be sure to tune in for that exclamation mark schedule to see when it is for you. I think it's like over 24 hours from now.
Yeah, it's tomorrow sometime. Just to reflect Darkman's bats. Shoutouts to the Alpha Omega tags. It's
Well, I mean-
really good after it beats Alpha anyway. If
Yeah.
you've never seen the task before, you can watch the whole thing, but like the rest of it's
Yeah.
pretty similar to the 80% task.
The 100% task is pretty normal until the last hour of the like 5-hour 100% run. Alright, think about that.
Oh, also the Alpha comps are really good.
What clause? Is this not
It's
known
not
overseas?
known overseas.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, so we have to go get Shuko's washing machine back so we can net battle it. So, he's really sad. The net's water, you know, plot and stuff. It's the first time we've done this, so I figured I'd explain.
Where in the Avengers timeline does this take place?
It's a good question actually. I'm not familiar with Avengers lore, but
Oh.
Aquaman is indeed my favorite Avengers. So.
It's everybody's.
Is the best Avenger. Okay, now we can go fight Spoutman. And You know, because this doesn't matter and I don't even have a timer open anymore, it's definitely going to be a good fight. That's just how it goes. You jinxed it? I know. It's fine. Which is all swords. Oh, this one. Not bad. Oh, you say that it's gonna crash. Please no. Oh, your Razor just woke up. That's good time. You must at least beat the Navigus tutorial. I need my revenge. Sadly, that was a pretty decent fight, as far as Spellman fights go.
Yeah.
Can't wait to find a way to soft lock on this tutorial as well. Wow, perfect Aquaman first try. Easy. Alright, so first time doing the Sparkman scenario. The code is excuse me. The code is random, so probably won't be the same one as last time. It's the same one as last time. Oh, yeah, it's don't worry, prof, it's fine. Last time as in last marathon? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Same RNG. Easy.
Didn't you do New Game Plus last marathon?
Yeah, exactly. So why would the code be the same? Wait, did I even get Sparkman? Oh, shh, it's fine. So Boomer's a good chip on this guy. Glad I got that. Oh, hey, Life Sword. I hate BN4's ironic sense of humor.
Wow.
Oh. Okay. I hit a buster shot. Hardest trick in the game. Let's go. Okay, don't mind me while I just write a save state real quick. Easy. That's a, hopefully, if my computer crashes again somehow, it won't delete the file this time. That's what that save state was for. Oh, Recup 30R, my favorite. Jinx? Nah, the game's got a sense of humor. It's not gonna crash. So we're picking up GMD for Zenny, but we're not getting Zenny, so that's good. That's good. Alright, so here's this Gauntlet fight. I'm sure this will go well. It went super well the first time and less good the second time. So far so good, honestly. Lot first time? Yeah, this is the first time. Mm-hmm. See, it went pretty decent.
Man, aren't you glad you have to fight these bouncy things for the first time?
Yeah, it's not like it's one of the worst fights in the game or anything. Yeah. 43 minutes in, you got air hawk, right? Don't worry, Twilight.
We got a
Easy.
lot of things that we didn't expect.
Yeah, like the game over and over. Lots of bats. Yeah, lots of bats.
Double the rage stuff.
Yes, Prof. Definitely. I agree. Why are you never this good on your actual runs? RNG's hard, man.
I just want to point out my toe is on fire right now. But it'll be fine.
There's a lot less pressure when you're not trying to go fast, Lucky. For my sub 2, I should have a good Bonta, yeah. Keyword should. I'm sure the game will have other plans. You guys ready for the most memorable part of BN4 for the first time? Rage Duck. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna use a wind, but we'll roll with this. Please. You jerk. Reminder that normal Navi is the worst. Oh, mood synchro. Hey, Rage Duck. Easy. We knew the alphabet this time. Very glad that that uses the English alphabet, even in the Japanese version. Guy's PC does have ducks, and they do look pretty angry, honestly. Please save bin for Navicus. Oh, I'm way ahead of you. Huh, interesting. Leaving the Rage Duck scenario with full synchro means I have full synchro for this fight. Who would have thought? Boomers were really good, by the way.
Be safe before that.
Oh, we did. Alright, so there's a really dangerous soft lock here that I definitely knew about. I'm glad we didn't hit that our first time doing the Navicus tutorial. It's apparently the new hardest part of the game right there. Made it past the Navicus boss. Now we get our lotto codes. We put in a lot of lotto codes in BM4, so get ready, guys. That's one, that's our Buster Pack. This is one of 2 HP plus 500s we're getting. We get these because the foot bomb scenario is mean, and we need the extra HP for it. Okay, and the next thing we're gonna get is nothing, so that's good. Chips are overrated. Do you those numbers memorized? I do not. I'm far too lazy for that. Could though, there are only 3. Remember when Arrow lost a run to foot bomb? Oh, it's happened more than once.
Who hasn't? Who runs this game? So dumb.
Oh, reminder to install Buster Pack before the fight. Do that right now. Hopefully we don't soft lock. I know the Navicus can be pretty tough sometimes. Alright, this is a hard edit, but we got it. Oh, Park Area 3, by the way. Shoutouts to Park Area 3. I'm just seeing it a few more times.
Sure will.
Oh, also shoutouts to this GMD. It can only be Zenny. It's great. This is where I definitely showcase the BN4 experience.
I mean, yeah, this is the third playthrough.
Not even gonna argue.
I mean, there's no other BN game that prioritizes doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, except for all of them.
Okay, well, in a New Game Plus fashion. Okay. Being backtracking, then yes.
Oh man, if you can figure out how foot bomb works, be very happy. Not a chance. Oh, it's not what I wanted to hear. Oh, lands on like a date, not date with Melu, and we bought some ice, so that's what's going on right now. She wanted ice cream, but like ice is close enough, so. And by bought, I mean we blackmailed the person in the stall, and yeah. Easy. Reminder that Land's the good guy and he saves the world.
Or small.
We need 100 Zenny.
Tara says he'll be back. Tell Aero not to crash.
I'll try my best. Speaking of not crashing, I'm just going to write another save state real quick. I hope you guys don't mind.
I mean, it's the best course of action at this point.
If we can at least get through, like, enough of the game to show you guys dark chips. Oh my god, I didn't open the menu. Oh, good sheep. That's the best virus.
KawaiiSheep.
Yeah, so basically, spoilers, after this scenario, we're going to collect some points, and then we're going to get dark chips. And that's pretty much the rest of the run, and why we don't bother to go out of our way for any chips. Yeah, finally made it to storyboards. First try. I ran through a 3% check there, so the way that this run's been going, I'm surprised I didn't get an encounter. Then basically Buster Duo. Yes, Duo is pretty much 100% Buster only. I have a save state for him, so you'll get to see it. Even if we don't get to see literally anything else. Shoutouts to Toy Robo theme, by the way. Best track in BM4.
I have to disagree. It's the first crossover with the box eye though, so I guess it has something going for it.
Yeah, chat had such a robocop, the part where people fall asleep during speedruns. Auto scrollers and text mashing is the best part of the game.
The streamer's got 110% better, that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh no, the bitrate? What? It's
Not
fine
the
on my
bitrate.
end.
Oh, yeah. On your end, it's completely fine. On our end, it's much better, though.
I mean, not missing anything.
No, but you are.
Am I?
I'll send you the clip after. It's
Oh
not
no,
your
is he
fault,
stampeding
don't worry.
sheep across the stream?
There are so many sheep.
This seems like an improvement to me. Continue. It'd be a good time for Quiz King, by the way. If anyone wants to
Good point. I'll
fire
get right
that
on.
up. I promise I won't try to type in chat and play along, but I might say the answers. If I know them.
That.
Although, there are some auto-scrolling sections. You know?
Is that not it?
Does it start quiz?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, this is delayed. Oh, it's the Moonstone. Easy. I know that one. It's the legendary gem. It can even evolve a Nidoran. Oh, Nidorino and Nidorino.
Can probably evolve Nidoran too.
Maybe if you try hard enough. Whoa, Starforce questions. It's wolf noise, right? Yeah, okay.
Nope. Apparently it's
What, rogue? What? Alright, whatever. MC knows it's Starforce, so I'll believe it.
I mean, Wolf and Rogue both went, but...
Wolf comes with fast gauge, though.
Oh yeah, what he said for swords and
But like, sword boosts and fast gauge? Like, that's
well yeah,
weird.
but Rogue gets the more damaging boost, I guess.
Or sword type Navi's weak against? I think it's breaking. It's new Popo hat. It's 2. Guys, please. It's just a walrus. ID 67. What do you mean?
Here's drill arm.
What's Dorsam's favorite chip in 5?
Oh, I put drill arm. It didn't count. Drill arm 1.
It was actually Drill Arm 1. Oh.
I've played enough BN5 in my time.
It could only be that, let's be honest. It's easy questions. Alright, Chad, I've got one. What's the name of the test that you take 3 times? The 3-part test in BN6? To determine the operator navi for the pavilion. The full name. Expo Pavilion, incorrect. The full name. We get the macadamia chocolate question.
Oh, no one's getting that one.
Star Force 2.
How does Omega Sis describe Lemu when first meeting?
Oh no. I don't know, dude. Name of the boss you fight 3 times in a marathon in the EXE speedrun. It's the answer, all of them.
I literally put the answer. Can't answer my own question. I put that!
Oh, you didn't have an exclamation mark?
No problem, MC. This guy's diesel!
Yeah, fat kid, answering your own question. Wow.
Incorrectly.
Well. The orange Navi's the bad guy. Yep. You're right. Mega Man Battle Network 1? What? No full synchro on Battle Network 1, come on.
Since we're still in Toy Robo comps, you guys want an encore? Quiz King encore?
Oh, Tara just subscribed to Twitch Prime.
Give us more Quiz King?
I believe Hub Batch gets uninstalled, but at the same time, we have full synchro in 4 through 6, so I don't really know.
The same way it worked, it was only a temporary thing being one.
Yep. Otherwise, I should have level 6 Buster stats right now, and I definitely do not. Whoa, this isn't the way I'm supposed to go.
Oh, Toho! Was it Napalm?
What are these names from BN5, dude?
Firefox,
Charlie
Bingo, and
Airstar?
Gyro. Oh, Charlie Airstar. These are the best, right? I love me some DNN TV drama.
So we had to fight Shade Man. For real this time, guys. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, for real. I'm not going to take any chips, though. Because it's a real fight, and the chips are cheating. That's why I'm using. Alright, 50 points. We have to collect 50 points. And talk backwards to things. Yeah. Talk backwards to that one. Easy. Not that one, though. Yeah, it would be kind of mean if they took away HP. About time for Erasure to start. If he's ready, I can just go beat up Duo. Do that? Alright. That's all the time we have for BM4, guys. So we're gonna just beat up Duo real quick.
I mean, oh no, tech issues.
What's
Oh,
happening?
wow.
Oh no, it's fixed. Carry on.
Okay,
Oh,
you got the wrong one. We're nice.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, the wrong one. Sweet. That's really hard, guys. Frame perfect. It's like triple frame perfect. It just sends you to Meteor Comp 4 immediately. It's great. By the way, if you go fast enough in this comp, you can do it without getting the thing. And I made it, so that's cool. You just happen to get a lot of HP suddenly, and chips. Maybe not the chips part. Oops. The spreader went right through. God, this game sometimes, dude.
Please, I know my cancer.
Alright, so that's basically how dark chips work. You missed about an hour of that. That's about all you missed. This is Dark Mega. He's a thing.
Mega's pretty fun.
That was Dark Mega. He's a thing. And this is Duo. Was that no damage? Did I get hit? That went super well. Except for all the lasers.
You got hit once, I think.
I think I must have, because my HP seemed a little low. I think I had over 600. Well, guys, we beat BM4. First try. Easy, the whole game.
With no difficulties, technical.
There were no technical difficulties. We definitely didn't discover a new soft lock. It was a good run. Wow. Sub 215. First try.
World record as well, by the way.
What?
This run is world record by about 40 minutes.
Not sub 2 reset.
Not sub 2, never mind. Terra just made it 2 hours on the dot.
This save file is probably like 212 in game time. Wait, or 202? I forget. What, soft lock? Exactly. I mean, I've only ever found one soft lock in BN4. BN6 is the game that doesn't work. Just ask
I'm
Fat
the one
Kid.
that found soft locks in that.
Finds all of the soft locks. We literally go out of our way to use a glitch that can soft lock the game in 6, so it doesn't even save a lot of time.
But yeah, that's BN6. Thanks for running, Erothaur. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. We've got Gauntlet 5 coming up next. I'm sure Fat Kid can tell us a little more about that.
Okay, so you can leave whenever you want or stay. Whatever you want. Anyway, the next runner is Erothaur, who is doing Mega Man Battle Network 5 with Double Team DS, any percent slot 2. Well, when they're ready. He will also be doing another run after that. They'll be staying on. Kind of let the credits roll out, do an intermission, and make sure they're all ready. We've had a lot of Quiz King already, but since we are doing the intermission, it seems like a good time to keep it rolling.
I'm glad you guys had fun in chat, because this was a disaster. Oh, man. It's okay. Get all of our technical difficulties. It was a fun disaster. We gotta get all of our technical difficulties out of the way right away so the rest of the marathon can be smooth. It's fine.
I wouldn't say all of them.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah. It's we were setting up for Eurasia, and I don't know what happened because his audio was great 2 days ago, but we started the stream and the game was about 100 times louder than he was. He's like, whoa.
Oh.
So you guys are gonna have plenty of quizzes coming up real soon.
Oh, that's good.
Sounds good to me.
Sorry, I interrupted. Erothaur, did you do an outro?
Yeah, we were doing the outro. Did you have any closing thoughts?
Nothing that I haven't said already. I'm happy the chat seems to be having fun despite the difficulties and train wreck that was this run.
Yeah. Once you see what Kid sent you, that clip, I think it'll make more sense.
Alright.
Alright, Kid, get us to an intro, or an intermission.
Well, I already did the intermission, but...
Well, cool.
Again.
Then do you want me to just cut it right here?
No, I'll do it again.
Okay.
So, for new people that join, and for the sake of repetition, next run coming up is Mega Man Bayonetta 5 TeamBN, is being run by Erothaur, who is staying on to do another run after that. It's any percent slot 2, so there's going to be a lot of cool stuff with the DS features, sort of its take on the Battleship Gate, and just using a really broken folder from the start, kind of power
Soul
through.
Cross.
And Soul Cross. I forgot about Soul Cross. Tayo! So, all of those things will be good. He can explain exactly what all of that means when his run starts, which will be very soon, hopefully, after a couple quizzes.
Stick around and enjoy the music and the quizzes. Be back soon.
Thanks for watching.